Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome to another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me as always it is...
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And today we'll be covering, Batgirl 5 through 7 from 2009, but we also have one or two new issues, because you said you read Titans Academy number 2, right? Oh, yes. Oh, that's right, Batman Black and White. I forgot about that, too.
This one was good. This one, as you know, left me a little annoyed.
And I can also give a quick rundown of this.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read that one yet, yes.
It takes actually like a panel or two of it. What do you want to hit first? Do you want to talk your Titans Academy or Batman Black and White?
Yes, let me get it all out. Let me vent. Alright, so a couple weeks, a month ago or whatever, when the first one came out, we were talking about how we liked it, but I think Phil and I said there was that page where Starfire was like, I have something special for you for your birthday. We're like, And yes, they went there. And they have this page. And the thing is it's fine if they want to be together, but he just looks like such a jerk when he sleeps with Corey, and then he's like, yeah, but I really kind of want to do something with Barbara. About the only redeeming thing, I guess I would say, is at least he knows he's kind of screwed up, because he says, he goes to talk to Cyborg, and he says, I think I might have screwed things up with Corey. And he's like, wow, that was fast, a new record. And then he says, so what happened with you and Corey? Is it Barbara? It's always Barbara. And so, I don't know. I'm not as annoyed with it as now that I've had time to cool off, so to speak. But I think it was what you said. It just feels like unnecessary drama.
Yeah.
You need that.
Again, I think they just want to go for the love triangle stuff. And it's just like, he could have just been like, there's nothing between me and Barbara anymore, because there really isn't anything going on they're friends, but yeah, you mean
between him and Corey?
Or no, him and Barbara, because like the new Nightwing issues, they're not, they went out to eat the other day, but it's like, they're not,
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
He slept with Corey. He's not sleeping with Barbara right at the moment.
Right, but it just kind of, but it feels like the guy in Nightwing, the writer of Nightwing, is gonna probably try to be setting something up with him and Barbara. Mm-hmm. And then in here, they're acknowledging what's going on in the other one, as opposed to what was happening in Outsiders, back in the early 2000s, where he was engaged to Barbara in the one and never mentioned her in Outsiders, and was just carrying on with Corey like Barbara didn't exist. Okay, it wasn't quite that bad. They only slept together that one time, I think, in Outsiders. Then they slept together other times in Titans.
And I thought they were being mind controlled or something during.
Yeah, they were in Titans. Yeah, they were being mind controlled, so they get a pass on that one. But the one in Outsiders was annoying because it totally didn't relate to what was happening in the other Nightwing issues. But yeah, I think this one it's annoying because he looks like a jerk, because, like I said, he's not cheating on anyone. It's not as though I'm dating Barbara and I'm having sex with Corey, or I'm, dating Corey and I'm trying to cheat on her with Barbara. He's not dating any of them. So, I guess in the technical sense, he's not doing anything wrong, but it feels like going into this that it's probably going to hurt Corey's feelings. to be like, hey, thanks for that. By the way, Barbara called. I'm leaving.
And I don't know.
So he just looks like a cad.
I know. I just don't know if each writer's afraid to do it, or if there's some kind of mandate from above not to do it. To like choose one over the other. So they, I don't know if maybe each writer can't pick their, like a...
Yeah, I don't know. But the other thing that annoys me about it is it kind of implies, which is absolutely not true, that once you date someone, you can't be friends without sexual things coming into it.
Yeah.
And that's only a recent thing. I mean, throughout the entire 90s, after Dick and Corey didn't get married, they weren't, every time they met with each other, they weren't like, oh, and now we're gonna sleep with each other. It's only a couple times that it's happened, and it's just annoying.
Yeah, again, it's like after New 52, it's like they kind of like rebooted stuff, but then it's like now it seems like they're bringing in the old history, so now they gotta like juggle the more modern stuff. Then if they do bring the old stuff back in, it's just like, and again, is each writer not allowed to pick Corey over Barbara or Barbara over Corey? And it's just, I just wish they just pick one and go with it.
Right, yeah, like I said, it's not, I mean, depending on the situation, I think either one works better. I mean, if he's going to be more Gotham-based, Barbara works better than if he would be more Titans-based. But yeah, my issue really is I don't want him looking like a jerk. And I feel like when you kind of are feeling like you would prefer to be in a relationship with someone else, but your ex-girlfriend is like, I want to have sex with you, and then you just have sex with her, and then in the morning you're like, oh, that other girl called, gotta go. What? Like that, you look like a huge douche.
Well, he's more like, oh, well, she said, I'm needed in Bloodhaven, and Corey's like, what about here? He's like, oh, I can juggle both. So I wonder if that's
right,
I wonder if that's gonna be a thing. He's not gonna be in this as much as the rest of the Titans,
Well, probably not. So we'll see how long it lasts.
Because right now,
I would say
now, out of all of them, I think he's the only one right now with his own solo book. So yeah, he's probably going to be in this less than the rest of them.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Because definitely, I think that was the other thing is they're right. And I'm forgetting his name. But the writer is. I mean, he's only been in a couple. Well, but this has only been a couple issues. But the writer in Nightwing is doing such a good job right now, and Dick is such a caring person with a lot of heart, and then they have it come along, and it's like the Nightwing they're portraying that cares so much about, the homeless dad on the street, that cares so much about the kids, that is thinking, what can I do with Alfred's money to, make Bloodhaven for people? It doesn't feel like the same Dick that would sleep with Corey and not really care about how she would feel about it.
Yeah, that's the trap of comics, especially modern comics. The more you spread out your character, the more books he's in, written by different people. Yeah, you always run the danger of getting different characterizations and.
Yeah, I just feel like if he wasn't going to be a jerk about it, but like I said, I guess at least it has a redeeming feature that he's kind of like, I kind of might have messed up a little bit there. At least he has enough self-awareness to realize, that was maybe not my finest moment.
And I guess they want some kind of romance or something, but it's like, I guess, none of the other teachers are, I don't know, nothing's going to happen there. But it's like, why don't you have some of these kids dating or something? I mean, not
right,
dating,
exactly. And like
dating.
The whole point of Titans Academy is they're training all of these teenagers. Yeah. You don't need the teacher. You don't need to be creating drama among the original group of Titans. That's why you have a whole group of teenagers.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it as much. I liked the first issue, and of course, aside from that, I mean, there was a quick moment with Donna or whatever, but I don't know.
I mean,
I can see myself not staying long term with this title. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll have to see where it goes. I do like the art. I mean, I like the part where he's chasing Red X and he takes the fire hose and just like
right. Yeah, and I guess I did like that where he's kind of insulted when the girl says, "At your age, you shouldn't be doing this," but then he corrects himself and says, "I mean, thank you," because she did him a favor. That was good. Of course, then she's about to tell him, I have this new identity, and he says something else, and they get totally distracted. So, I don't know. He just doesn't feel... I feel like in the Titans Academy at the moment, they're leaning a little too much into Nightwing is the Batman equivalent in this, and whereas in his Nightwing book, he's shown as being really caring, and he's not caring, but I don't know, it just feels like it feels like his self in Titans Academy doesn't measure up to his self in his Nightwing book.
Well, again, yeah, especially too, yeah, I think they're leaning a little too heavy on it, but yeah, I mean, there's always the temptation in a Titans book to say, oh yeah, Dick's the Batman, so he has to play the Batman. In his own book, he can be whatever he wants, though.
And it's fine, because he is, the detective Batman kind of person, but that doesn't mean that you can show him that doesn't mean you have to show him being cavalier with Corey's feelings. But yeah, maybe I guess you're right, he's not totally dating Barbara. I guess it depends what they're going to do over in Titans. Over in Nightwing. Maybe it's totally acceptable for him to get back together with Corey. It just felt like them doing that and then him talking about Barbara and being like, oh, I think I messed up. That's unnecessary drama, as you said, and I could do without that.
And I wonder if it's like the waiting game too, because there is a different writer over here than on Nightwing. Like, if one of them would want to make a serious relationship with either Barbara or Corey, go into the other writer and be like, hey, is this, can I do this? Do you have plans for this? Or, hey, if I get him back together with Starfire, you can have her, a little more over in his book.
Yeah. Guess we'll see what happens.
Tom Taylor, come talk to us. Let me know. Yes, Batman Black and White.
All right. Now we have this one. And this one was pretty good. Yeah. Black and White. So it wasn't really anything specific, though. It wasn't like an action story or anything.
Yeah.
It was just kind of...
Yeah, they're all like short stories in these issues, and you're like...
Right, but it wasn't really like plot-driven.
Yeah, it doesn't have
to be... one about...
Yeah, I can only get a couple pages each story, and it doesn't have to be in continuity or anything, so...
Right, he's just kind of thinking, it's kind of, like meditating, and then, then he's like, I need more than meditating gives me, so... like jumping off buildings and flying around and that kind of thing. But they do have these little Polaroids from the people he loves. So he has one from his parents, one from the family, which some of them I'm not sure who everyone is. Who's the blonde woman? Like a tall blonde woman?
I forget. Because I don't have it in front of me. I forgot to bring it up.
Right, because I assume one is... There's Bruce, probably Selena, Alfred, Tim Fox, Jason, Cass, Damian and his dog, Dick and Tim at the front.
It's not Stephanie Brown, is it?
Well, Stephanie's one person, but there's two extra women, I think. Well, would Batwoman be... She's not blonde, is she?
No, redhead.
It's a black and white picture, so maybe that's her.
Black and white, so it's hard to tell, yeah.
Then I guess I'm not sure there's Stephanie, and then I'm not sure who the other girl would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I didn't bring it out with me.
Anyway, and then Starfire, and then Barbara. And just a lot of regret. And that, I think, is true. I was reading something, it was actually like a fan fiction or something, but it made a good point that, yes, part of why people like Nightwing so much is he's lighter and happier than Batman, but that's a conscious choice. He's not lighter and happier than Batman because, nothing bad has ever happened to me, kind of thing. He's lighter and happier than Batman because he's trying to deal more with his trauma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was good. But then we get Robin #1.
Okay, yes. What's up with that? I saw, you commented on an article about it. So I'm assuming when Ravager says, does you-know-who know you're here? Do you think she's referencing Nightwing?
Either that or Batman, because it opens up, Bruce has the whole Bat family out looking for Damian. Like I said, Dick's like in one panel right there.
Oh, is that the whole, that's it? That's the only panel he's in, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's only like the first, 3 pages they show them looking for Damian. Meanwhile, he's like in a Fight Club situation because when it opens,
because isn't he doing something? Well, their preview, he hooked up with his mom, right? And she was all like, "Well, you gotta prove yourself, blah blah blah."
There was like a backup in Detective Comics. Yeah, he met with her, but then he left her. He's fighting King Snake here. coincidentally enough, father of Bane who killed Alfred. So yeah, Damian just beats the crap out of King Snake, and then he's trying to get invited to this super secret tournament, but then so he's sitting there waiting, and he's having a talk with Alfred in his head.
Is Damian trying to get invited to Fight Club?
Yeah. But then
the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
Of course, the voice of his conscience takes the form of Alfred, so he's like sitting there talking to Alfred. But yeah, he gets invited to this island. It's like all like these like supposed to be like the best fighters in the world. Like Ravager's there. But then you're gonna love this. Who's that? Tad.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, really, Tad?
Tad Ryerstad or whatever.
I know, really? Tad? The best fighters in the world? Tad?
Tad,
Oh, and then those acrobats are there, too. There's,
Double Dare?
Yeah. So they're pulling... Oh, yeah, and there's...
Tad.
There's what's-his-face from the first couple issues of Nightwing Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
Yeah, so they're pulling...
Raptor!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I missed some of these the first time. There's Lady Vic.
Hey, alright, yeah.
A lot of Nightwing rogues in it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, well, I guess mostly Batman's rogues, they're staying put in Gotham for now.
But yeah, no, me and Charlie were making fun of this issue because like at the end, he's fighting this new character, Flatline.
Yeah, who's that?
I don't know. It's a new character, but pretty appropriate name because on the last page, she pulls Damian's heart out. Spoilers.
What?
But let me just say this super secret tournament is taking place on Lazarus Island.
Oh, so he better get revived stat.
So I'm assuming there's a pit somewhere.
He must. I mean, how are you going to have a Robin series if he dies in the first issue?
Exactly. That's what Charlie's been joking, since like we did Capes and Lunatics.
Unless Tim's going to show up to be the other Robin or some other random.
Oh yes, kill off Damian, because Charlie kept.
You know that's not going to happen.
I know. Charlie kept joking.
Tim's going to come to Lazarus Island and start killing people.
Not killing, but Tim could take over the book. They could be like, "Psych, it's a Tim book."
That would definitely be a bait and switch. That would be pretty clever. I would not see that one coming.
Oh, I would love that. But Charlie's like, yeah, this was such a great one shot.
Interesting.
So yeah, but yeah, Lazarus Island. So there's got to be a pit somewhere.
I would think so.
So yeah, technically, yeah, Nightwing made a one panel appearance in that issue, and a bunch of his rogues made it.
Oh yeah, it's exciting.
all his greatest rogues and Tad.
Freaking Tad!
I know. I'm like,
I can't believe Tad's in it. I mean, I can, but that cracks me up.
I mean, I guess he's been practicing. We haven't seen him in a lot of years.
That's true. He could be amazing now.
I mean, seriously. I mean, we haven't seen him since the early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, once he was in Nightwing 50 something, but definitely once Chuck left the book, Tad was out.
Or, I mean, New 52 or something could have changed him. It could be some great ninja master or something, I guess.
He could be meta by this point. He could have.
True.
Maybe he's like a Ninja Turtle. He went through some ooze and boom, now he's been trained by a rat. Oh.
That's true.
Ninja mastered up.
All right. Should we get to these Batgirl issues?
Yep. We'll just skip to 5.
That's right. So yeah, we're doing Batgirl 5 through 7, issue 5, cover date February 2010. So yes, it's Batman Reborn. So Dick is Batman in these. Yeah.
So this Batgirl series is fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh really? Did you enjoy the college student Stephanie Brown?
Yeah, I did. Although it's not like everything's totally accurate in their depiction of college, but I'll let it slide.
But yeah, it opens up with her trying to take down this arsonist Diesel.
Yep. Well, and I mean, it's kind of unfair because it's not to say that Stephanie's a fine character, but I think I partially like it because, of course, at least in these early issues, it's been a while since I read it, but Barbara is a really huge presence in this Batgirl book, and, I really like Barbara. So.
I mean, it's basically like the Batman Beyond formula, but it's just Barbara and Stephanie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got them, Barbara's sitting in the cave or whatever, and just got Stephanie to out on the street. I like the art.
Right.
I like the art in these issues. This is really good.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad we did number 5 because I have to say that it does have one of my favorite lines, which is she's fighting that guy. Stephanie, Batgirl's been fighting Diesel, and then Batman and Robin bust in, and he says, "The Batman, finally!" And Stephanie goes, "Well, now I'm just offended."
I know.
I mean, that's one of my favorite panels. And her picture, like the look on her face, I mean, it's just perfect.
I mean, he just yells out Batman. Even Damian should be like, "I'm insulted."
I know, but that's just like, totally, yes. I am just offended. I'd feel the same way.
I know. Dick and Damian. Dick's like telling Damian, "Don't get cocky."
Yep.
But yeah, they just like tie him up, and Damian just starts like beating on the guy.
Yeah, so it was like, Robin, stand down.
But then I guess the diesel fuel's headed for the fire. So Stephanie throws something. They're like, "Barbara, please tell me you didn't do what I think you did." She froze Damian.
I know, it's pretty funny. She's like, "Oops," and look on her face again. Yeah, the artist's really good at this. So then, yeah, Dick and Barbara have their moment. Mm-hmm. It's like, how is this acceptable? She froze Damian. She froze him, Barbara.
I love she's like, "Yeah, I know, we're still working out the kinks, but honestly, can you tell me you didn't enjoy the quiet ride home?"
But yes, as she points out, careful, we know each other. There's a lot of history, and that means we know what's going on. She's like, "How could you take out someone so reckless?" "Oh, gosh, Dick, I'm sorry I haven't spent a little more time trying to train a murderous little twit."
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like she points out, that is one of the problems about arguing with someone you know so well. There's some low blows in this fight.
Yeah, I know.
Coming up for the lowest one of all here in a second, where Stephanie and Damian,
yeah, they're just sitting there.
They're having their thing, but then Dick's kind of like, Black Mask's back out there, which Black Mask's the one that they thought killed Stephanie before, right? But really,
yeah.
It turns out when they decided she wasn't dead, it turns out that Leslie just snuck her away,
like faked her death. Yeah.
So he's like, especially with Black Mask out here, Bruce would never let you send her out. And then Barbara's her thoughts, and then it just tumbles out. Well, Bruce isn't here anymore now, is he?
No.
And then Stephanie's reaction, heard that snap from out here. Oops. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, but you missed the best part when
that's like, ooh.
I know. But when Stephanie and Damian are talking, and he's like, "Oh, why's it got to be you? I think I really wanted to meet Cassandra." And Damian says, "I really want to stab you." And Steph's like, "Wait, you don't have a knife, do you?" And Alfred, "No. Rest assured, I've taken all of Master Damian's knives for this evening."
Yeah, but then Damian's like, "The ones you know about."
Nope.
And her reaction, "Eee." Yeah.
But yeah, dictate.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Stephanie's so enjoyable, particularly in this Batgirl issue, because I must admit, I don't know her as well as Spoiler, but of course, whenever she was Spoiler, she didn't really have her own book. I mean, she was always a, subsidiary character, but I think that's what's fun is Stephanie has a great internal monologue. I mean, she's a little bit similar to Dick, I would say, in some regards, in terms of the internal monologue, that they will say funnier, snappier things.
Yeah.
Not all serious business.
Yeah, no, this book was great because she finally got to go out on her own because, she first showed up in, like, Detective, and then, like, for the longest time she was showing up in Tim's book because, she was Tim's girlfriend. And then, then she became Robin for, like, 2 seconds, but it was always, like, her and Bruce, yeah.
Right, and unfortunately the whole point maybe not the whole point, I haven't spent a while again, but I definitely was like, they didn't really treat her that respectfully when they wrote her as Robin. Because part of the point was, I don't know, it's like they emphasized too much that she wasn't as good as the other Robins. And at least in this Batgirl, she gets to be good. Because that can kind of be the other thing, is when it's not officially a teen book, like this, I can't imagine that it's happening with Barbara, so hopefully it doesn't. But it's like, it kind of can go one of two ways. If you're the person who's, like the secondary character in a teen book, or in somebody else's book, either they're bringing you in for the run so that you can kind of be, the voice of reason, help the main hero learn something. And like kind of what often happened in Nightwing if Oracle did come in. Like Oracle came in to be a badass and like help Dick pull himself, out of the gutter, and like to highlight his problems and what he was doing wrong. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is, or if you're the secondary character, then you come in and you're just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And like the other person has to teach you and you become a foil for them with your bumbling ways. And I'm not saying that always happened with Spoiler, but I feel like she didn't get to shine as much when she was a secondary character in somebody else's book as she does when she's Batgirl in her own book.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so after Dick tells them to get out of the cave, we see Stephanie at school. She's like spying on this, this guy she has a crush on whose father's like a mob boss.
Yeah.
And then Barbara gets set up on a date with a cop. Her dad sets her up on a date. Well, supposedly, but then they just start yelling at each other.
Yep.
Because she's still mad at Dick.
Yep.
And then, Stephanie's talking to this guy, and he's like, I'll text you later after you shake the little Omen fanboy giving you the stink eye, because, of course, it's Damian.
Right, yeah. Well, wait, but she says he isn't Dick. Oh, to hell with it. He's got you on... Oh, yeah, no, because when he gets mad back at Barbara, she's like, you gotta blow in, yeah.
I
mean, what happens in the book is Dick is the one who apologizes, but I feel like they both need to apologize. I mean, Dick makes some good points about, you gotta make sure Stephanie is, you can make those in a more respectful way, because, it's kind of the hallmark of the Bat family that they talk a big game like, oh, you can't let untrained people out, but... They let moderately trained people out all the time. It's kind of their deal. But, it was, and I mean, Barbara recognized that it was really uncalled for to be like, well, Bruce isn't here now, is it? Like, it's not a good look to rub your friend's dead dad in their face, like, mere weeks after it happened.
But again, too, that is the point. It's like, if Bruce, as far as they know, Bruce is gone forever. So it's like, things do need shaken up. I mean, Dick already took that first step. I mean, he told Tim, he's like, Damian has to be Robin. I gotta be here for the kid now. Bruce is gone, and, I need him to be Robin. So,
yeah.
So that,
no, it's true. It's just definitely, it's like, ow. Damn. Like Stephanie says, ouch, I heard that snap from out here.
Because, I mean, that's what Barbara could have said. She could have been like, oh, yeah, well, what about you? You kicked Tim out and took in little psychopath, so.
Right. Well, kind of already said that.
Yeah. Not in so many words, but yeah.
Right, no, I know. I'm just saying, it's like, ouch, when you immediately, when you go for the dead parent.
I know. But then just like Damian talking to Steph, he's like, you're a bit of a mystery. You certainly aren't very skilled in anything and no interest in vengeance to speak of.
I know. Damian's just...
But she's trying to tell him, she's like, it doesn't have to be about fear. There's room in our line of work for hope, too. I love this. She's like, of course. He's like, I don't understand. Of course you don't. You're 10. Now stop looking at my chest. And Damian, what chest?
Yeah. I think about the only thing that and I don't know, maybe it's because it's been a while since I was a college student, but I think it slightly annoys me that they let Damian, that they decide to write Damian getting so much under Stephanie's skin. It's like Stephanie's 18 and in college. It's like, you don't necessarily have to be that annoyed by a 10-year-old.
I know, but he's like the partner, he's the partner of, Batman, he's Bruce Wayne's son, he's basically one day he's going to take over the whole operation.
Yeah.
Supposedly. But no, that I guess it's just the art, just because they're like kind of like further away when he's telling her, what chest? He almost looks like a Charlie Brown character.
Yeah, he does. Sorry, my stuff got messed up.
But no, I mean, I just think Damian gets under his skin because, even though, Dick is like against her at this point being Batgirl, it's like he's still kind of polite about it. Damian's just like, you're useless.
Right. Well, I don't think Dick has actually said anything to her about it.
No, he just said
it to Barbara.
But he's not. He doesn't come out and question her. Well, he does kind of question her skill, but it's just like it's too dangerous,
Right. But he says to Barbara, "Rein her in, or I will." So he's giving Barbara he's not immediately shutting it down.
Yeah, he's pulling a Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now we're ready for 6.
Yeah, because Stephanie goes to see that guy. Yeah, gets like grazed in the head with a bullet.
Gotham is a dangerous place.
Yep. Issue 6, Battle for the Cave. So yeah, Steph's hallucinating. She got grazed in the head with a bullet, wakes up in an ambulance. Barbara covers her identity.
Yeah, that was pretty nifty.
I love the scene on the roof of the police headquarters. You know, Gordon has the signal up, and that cop's like, there's a bunch of bats. How do you know which one's going to show up? And, you know, Gordon's like, years of experience. That's when Dick
Yeah, it looks like he almost choked. He's like, you get used to it.
But this other cop tries to shake Dick's hand, and Dick kind of just ignores him. I'm like, is this him just trying to pretend to be Bruce? You know, just like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because remember, in other issues we read around this time, you know, Gordon's like, oh yeah, my men like you way better than the original Batman.
Right. Well, yeah, it's still early. Maybe he's trying to find out who should he channel himself or channel his rest. But yeah, I do enjoy Stephanie. I mean, because Stephanie's obviously making up their dialogue. He's got loads of enemies, world's greatest detective. But how do we narrow it down to just one, Jim? I'm glad we're best friends, Batman. Me too, chum. Like, they would never be having that conversation, but I enjoy her dialogue.
I know then Damian shows up and the two of them are sparring on the roof. She asks Barbara, if I fight back, is that considered child abuse? Yeah. And then Damian, have at the wench.
Oh no.
Wait, did he just switch to pirate?
Just switch to pirate? I got it. And then Batman, I'll be in touch, Commissioner. And he bobs over. Enough. Both of you are off the case.
I know, I love that panel.
Yeah, and Damian, he's such a kid. He's like, I was like, yeah, but he said both of you are off the case, you dork.
And Damian, see Batman, she can't help herself. It's like it's a disease or something. She's like, I definitely feel like I'm stuck with a rash lately.
Enough! Do you know, actually in the time that Dick is Batman, he does spend, this is more than one issue where he's stopping people from fighting. Because there's that issue in Red Robin too, right? Where Damian and Tim are trying to go out and he's like, enough!
Exactly.
It happens a lot.
And Steph is like, this is humiliating, Damian. I was trained by the League of Assassins. Humiliated or not, you're lucky to be alive.
Like, oh, whatever. And then she tries to make those references to pop culture. I'm assuming that's what, Karate Kid?
No, I think that's Kung Fu.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm like Damian. I have no idea who those people are.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah, I played Grasshopper to Bruce's Master Poe. I have no idea who those people are. She's like, and Bruce trusted me enough to let me operate on my own. How much did he trust you, Robin?
Oh.
She's even thinking, wow, Steph, way to punch a 10-year-old kid when he's down. But Damian, no apology needed. It's nice to know where my blind spots are. A dirty tactic, but one I can respect.
You never know what's Damian. And then they leap. And then we're back to Dick and Babs. There's a warmth in Dick's voice that was never there in Bruce's.
Yeah, Dick's checking out this van. I love Barbara. I can hear the anger in your silence, Batman.
Yes, she's like, didn't you go a little too hard on the tough love?
You didn't call your girl off. No, did you?
Done a good job of hiding the warmth.
There was a time
we're having a little moment back to them.
Yeah, there was a time when another Batgirl and Robin didn't see eye to eye.
Given the current players, I'm pretty sure the comparison just turned my stomach.
She's like,
already regretting it over here too. I hope she's regretting it because of Damian and not because of Steph.
I was going to say, I don't know at this point if they've changed it, but it's like, remember, pre-Crisis, she was older than him too, so I mean, that's another...
Yeah, actually, pre-Crisis, the age difference between them was about the same as between Damian and Stephanie. It's just Barbara didn't come on the scene until Robin was older than 10. Because that would have been really awkward. That would have been a little too Anakin and Skywalker and Padme. Like, hey, I met you when I was 10.
Oh, but look at like those text boxes of Barbara's thoughts. She's like, there's a warmth in Dick's voice that wasn't there in Bruce's. He's done a great job of hiding it lately. And then it goes cold. I miss it. I miss it more than he'll know. So yeah, he is playing up the Bruce role here. In these yeah. Well,
we're only in 6. He's only a couple months in. But he's still in there because she says he's asking for some information about the shoe prints. Can you say please? Pretty please. Oh, look at that winning smile. He throws at the camera. You wouldn't have Bruce doing that.
Dick Grayson smile. She's like, I miss that too.
Aww.
And then Damian and Steph go to question this girl Steph goes to school with. So.
Yep. It's just like, we're going to play bad cop, worst cop. Damian's like, I want to be the worst cop. Damian. But Steph's smart. She's like, oh, that kid, he's a stabber. I mean, which is true, and also a good thing to threaten somebody with. And
then we get Dick in the Batmobile, flying around in the Batmobile, but then he gets ambushed by Roxy Rocket.
Yep.
And he thinks he sees the hostage, but it turns out to be Riot, who comes from the Superman books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically can make like clones of himself. So
oh, yeah, that's what those guys are. Okay,
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, well, like when he gets hit, he like multiplies, yeah.
Yeah. And oh yeah, then we get to the guy who's,
Yeah, Steph's friend and his dad, yeah. But it was all a setup for Roulette, who's taking bets on the Batman fight because it's Riot, Roxy Rocket, and Dr. Phosphorus are coming after Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Barbara tells Damian and Steph to bring Batman home.
He crashed. Oh no!
Even if you lose, don't forget that today everyone is a winner. For today's the day that Batman dies.
Oh no! I think it's gonna be overblown now.
Which brings us to the end of 6.
Now we're at 7. Rocket to oblivion. Oh!
Starts with Steph and Damian running over the rooftops to try to get there.
Yeah. Jumping down in the snow.
Damian says he's going to do it alone. I'm going to need my bike from the bunker. No girls allowed.
What a jerk.
So he disappears.
But see, yes, that's the point. As Barbara says, let it go, Batgirl. Exactly. Don't let this... You're older. Don't let that 10-year-old know you. Treat him like a gnat, Stephanie.
But yeah, then Barbara says she had something hidden away in case she never needed to make a quick getaway. So yeah, Steph's got a little, like a motorcycle / escape pod.
Yep. Barbara's apartment. Although presumably paid for by Bruce, because I don't think librarians get paid that much.
I don't know. She could be doing tech work, I guess.
Oh, right, that's true. It's not like it matters. I mean, she should use Bruce's money. Hello, he has way more of it than he needs.
True.
Oh, yeah, okay, the villains, blah, blah, taking their bets. And then Stephanie rocketing through. Boom.
Yeah, rides past Damian.
Yeah, which I can't... Okay, maybe I just don't understand. Maybe 10-year-olds are bigger than I thought, but if that looks like a regular-sized motorcycle, I feel like a 10-year-old riding a motorcycle, it would need to be smaller.
Yeah,
that's why you don't see 10-year-olds driving cars.
I guess as long as he could reach everything, yeah, he's fine. But I know it just seems. I was about to say that's pretty weird. A 10-year-old on like a full-size motorcycle,
right? Yeah.
So yeah, so they're racing to the scene, and then Batman's cornered by Dr. Phosphorus.
Well, he says, "Merry Christmas."
Oh, because Dr. Phosphorus is like, I never thought I'd ask this, but can you make it a little more interesting? And Dick's like, okay, Merry Christmas, hits a button.
And then it
blows up the building.
What? Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, it's an explosion. Okay.
Yeah, I love that panel. It's going to be our cover art.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's pretty snazzy.
Oh, he thinks that should, but they didn't take out Dr. Phosphorus. So then, yeah, Stephanie and Damian race on the scene, and it's like, you go low, you go high.
Barbara, no, you're going to have to improvise. That's kind of your thing, isn't it? So he's like, damn straight.
Yeah, because that's Dr.
I do like how her cod is purple and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
I know. Because Dr. Phosphorus is like, has Dick around, grabbing him by the neck. He's like, should I just kill you now or just give you cancer? And Dick starts laughing. He's like, there's nothing funny about cancer. That's not why I'm laughing. What? Why are you laughing? Because I've always loved a good pratfall as Damian crashes his motorcycle into Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah, boom. Gonna need another cycle.
And then Steph shoots out of the pod and starts taking out...
Yeah, she gets shot out like it's a cannon, basically.
Seriously, it's shaped like it. Yeah, she starts taking out Roxy.
Boom.
And then the riots, I guess, jump on Batman, and Damian's fighting Dr. Phosphorus.
Again, he's like, looks like something bad's gonna happen. And he's like, not from where I look. And then, boom! Stephanie comes in with the rocket. Pachow!
Yep. And then they all start fighting Riot. All the riots.
Yeah.
I love because Steph's pulling Dick away, and Damian's like, I'm only breaking the non-lethal rule if I only maim the real riot rights.
Which I guess that's kind of true, right?
I think, yeah, because the rest are basically clones, I guess, but...
Yeah. And I think that's Stephanie that says, sounds like a plan to me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Steph's like, asking Dick, broken ribs? He's like, at least 2.
That thing you did with the rocket, in a shocking twist, totally on purpose.
He's like...
This is why people like Stephanie. She's so funny.
I know, he's like, good work. And she's like, hang tight, little Lord Fauntleroy bit off more than he can chew. So
Batgirl, be careful.
Dick just tells her to be careful. I guess Roulette sees how things are going. She's ready to retreat.
Says, have them ready the jet, and then, boom, game over. Don't be lame. Shush, he's learning.
Game over.
You know, Damian, it's true. I mean, Damian really can't hope. I mean, when he's pairing with both Dick and Stephanie, there's no way he can hope to ever win the words game. He's not even a close third. He's like a never ran. Don't even bother, kid. Don't even bother. You got no hope.
Over.
So they don't.
That's also a good one, though.
Oh yeah.
The only thing about it is, it feels like Dick must be standing on a box because he can't be that much taller than Stephanie. That's always supposed to be part of the thing, is that Dick is a little bit shorter than Bruce. Actually, more than a bit, 4 or 5 inches. But whatever, it makes a kick-ass visual.
Unless he has like,
so that would also be a good picture for the.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I might have to change that. But no, I mean, it's just unless he's like wearing like some high heel boots, Because
it's just like it's like Stephanie's not even at his shoulder like that. No, Stephanie's
again, too, he's pretending to be Bruce. I wonder if he is wearing something to look taller, because I mean, there is, like you say, there is like a noticeable height difference between him and Bruce. So I wonder if he's wearing something to make himself look taller like Bruce.
I don't know.
Because like with
further back in the
you would think with like people with Gordon and that, they'd notice between Dick and Bruce's height. Yeah. And then back in the cave.
They're Stephanie and Damian
as they're
eating snacks.
Probably Alfred prepared snacks.
The best kind of snack.
Damian says something to her about having her hair sticking out, and she's like...
Yeah, I mean, she's schooling him, and definitely you school Damian, but, I mean, he does have a point, and I've said this before. Like, it is not practical, the way so many comic books have the women with hair. It would totally be whipping around and getting in your face.
Because she's like, Nightwing didn't have his hair out, or Tim, or Superman, Wonder Woman, Kid Flash.
Yeah, most of them have short hair.
I mean, at least the top of her head's covered, unlike like Dick when he's Nightwing, or
right. Yeah. I mean, Stephanie having it covered somewhat. I think. I mean, the cowl is better than just when it's just like the ears. But still, I mean, if your long hair can get out, like you need to put it in a ponytail.
I was
or something.
Say at least a ponytail.
Not whipping around your face. But I know that that's not the superhero convention because it still want you to look sexy, even when you're fighting crime. But it's not practical.
I think it's like an artist thing too. It's like helps like show motion. If the hair's like going to one side or.
Right, I can see that. But yeah, I mean, it's totally. But that's the thing, is they only ever show motion. They never show the motion where your long hair goes all in your face and you can't see, which happens.
But I mean, I don't know why they need the hair anyway. Just because that cape can show your motion too. I think they just wanted like a big visual thing to show. It's like, yeah, this isn't Barbara. This isn't Cassandra. Yeah, this is,
Well, and I think it's just become conventional now with so many of the female characters that it's like female comic book, long hair in comic books operates differently than long hair in the real world does.
And I mean, Cassandra didn't do it, but I don't know if it's like a homage to like Barbara, because Barbara did, her hair was always out.
Right. Yeah. Could be. Well, and I wonder if it's also a little bit more, it fits more with Cassandra's personality that she would be totally covered up because she's very focused on the fighting. Well, and I think also because Cassandra can read body language so well, it's probably, I mean, nobody else can read as good as her, as well as her, but I think she would also understand the importance of keeping your face covered so that other people can't read your facial expressions. And so I think that, that kind of stuff, what Cass did makes a lot of sense for Cass's character.
Oh yeah, that's like Cass's her Batgirl costume. You couldn't even see her face at all.
Exactly, and that makes a lot of sense for her, and not as much sense for the other Batgirls.
But yeah, the next to last scene in this issue, we get the Dick and Barbara talk.
Exactly.
But I'm guessing this is why Dick's willing to give Steph a shot now, because he says to Barbara, he's like, she reminds me of you, from before.
That's why I'm helping her. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. With everything I'm taking on now that Bruce, it's okay. We'll be okay. Aww. Now she says, Stephanie needs this, and so do I. And that seems reasonable. And I think it's good that she mentions, like, Stephanie needs this, but I need it too.
Yeah.
Because I think she does.
I think, I mean, she doesn't say it, but I think it's kind of like, you took Damian because he needed this, so Stephanie, not in the same way, but Stephanie needs this too.
Yeah. Stephanie doesn't need as much supervision as Damian does.
No,
but
she just needs to learn the actual skills. Yeah, Damian just needs
and Stephanie needs it because she wants to feel helpful and make a difference and that kind of stuff. And Damian needs it to not be an assassin anymore.
Yeah, Barbara just needs to teach Stephanie like the skills to be a vigilante. Yeah, Dick has to teach Damian how to be a human being.
Right. But then when he says, so we get Alfred on alternating weekends, but I don't think that ends up happening, does it? Doesn't Alfred pretty much move into the bunker and that's that? Or the penthouse and that's that?
I'm trying to remember. I think so. It's been a while since I read this Batgirl book. I'm trying to remember. Alfred might have showed up from time to time because Barbara and Stephanie are actually using the cave because, Dick and Damian are in Wayne Tower now, so.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that he shows up. I'm just questioning. I think that Dick came out ahead in the sharing Alfred department, shall we say. Yeah.
But again, too, I don't, Barbara and Stephanie weren't living here. They were just using it for headquarters. Yeah, Dick and Damian were actually living in the tower.
Well, right. And of course, the other thing is Damian's a child and Stephanie is a grown adult who goes to college. Like,
and has a mother, yes.
Yes. Who, even if she didn't, she could more or less take care of herself. Exactly. But Damian needs that extra layer of supervision. And then the kid gets home safely. And then we see Stephanie take off in her little rocket. Oh, yeah. Ta-da. So, yeah, that's that. Pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah. So.
It's a good one. It's fun. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, granted, it's been a while, but I feel like Tim's Red Robin was not nearly as fun as Batgirl. Like, it was much more serious.
Yeah. I mean, the first 12 issues were pretty dark, but the second half lightened up a little bit. But yeah, the whole time it was basically Tim was just basically making long-term plans. It's like, Bruce is gone,
Right. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking more there was that period in Red Robin where Tim was doing stuff with the Al Ghouls, and so that was pretty serious.
Yeah, that was like the first half. Yeah. But I mean, he started going full on Bruce. I mean, he was making plans to be like, I should have plans to take down any of the.
Oh, right, yeah, Cousin Oliver.
Cousin Oliver.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's just, and I mean, it's good that they have that. That way, there's different characters that can appeal to different people's personalities, and so that there's something for everyone.
Definitely.
Whether you like a more serious superhero or a little bit more flim-flam fun thrown in.
Exactly. All right. So, anything else? Should I pull up the schedule here?
I think we're ready. What's happening next?
All right. We have next week. Yes, the Power Girl issues. Power Girl 17 and 21.
All right, sounds good. This is also Dick as Batman.
Yes. And then Batman in 2 weeks. Batman 35, World's Finest number 30, and Batman Chronicles. Is it 8 and 19?
Oh, okay. So those are I'll have to double check on those Chronicles ones, but those are 2 old ones and 2 newer ones.
Yeah.
This is about stuff in the cave. I believe we're about to read the origin of the giant penny and the T-Rex.
Oh, nice. Yes, and then episode 94 in 3 weeks will be Nightwing: The New Order, because we had that down for episode 100, but we switched it up because episode 100 will be the Batman and Captain America crossover.
Ooh.
That's right.
Since Captain America is so hot right now.
That's right. Everything Captain America.
I'll also throw in my thoughts about the newspaper articles, or the newspaper comics in issue 100.
Yes.
Those are hard to get, so I'll hold the image up to the screen.
I was gonna say because it's episode 100. We need to do a few things, and I was looking for people to join us. I think so far, at least, I've got Lil Hellfire. So
okay, cool. We should see if we can get a fourth person. Then someone could be Batman, someone could be Robin, someone could be Bucky, and someone could be Captain America.
Yes.
I call Robin, and you can be Batman, Phil. So we just need 2 guests to be Bucky and Cap.
Oh my god, no. Lilith might want to be Batman because I was going to say, I don't think Captain America is not exactly her favorite, so.
Alright, well, you can be Cap then. You need to find us a Bucky, Phil.
Exactly.
I'm not being Bucky. I hate his name. It's stupid.
Exactly. All right, and before we go, I was just going to pull up. I'm trying to see when the next issue of Nightwing comes out.
Maybe 2 more weeks?
Let me see. Is there a date on this? Oh, May 18th.
Okay.
So, let me see.
That would be the same one as, like, the Chronicles and stuff, right?
Yeah, not next week, but the week after, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
All right, everyone. So, yeah, send your thoughts on all that. Plenty of stuff, good stuff coming. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. You can find links to all of our various social medias for all of our shows, links to this YouTube. That's right, you can watch us on video, links to our Patreon, links to merchandise. And please go join the Bloodhaven Bulletin Facebook group. That's our Nightwing fan group over there, so please join us. But yeah, links to everything, all at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Get yourself some great headphones. Go play Hunt a Killer. Get those. Use the code Southgate for both of those on a discount for a discount. And for those of you who are looking for stuff to read, one, go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. Audio version coming soon, I promise. I recorded my chapter, I know. So yes, go pick up Pod Life the book, volume 1. And you think you know Nightwing? You don't know Dick. Go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. That's right. Learn the rest of the story. You can pick up both.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Paul Harvey.
Good day. Oh my god, my dad used to listen all the time. Paul Harvey. Wait 5 minutes. Good day. So yes, you can pick up both of those books on Amazon, and when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that crazy man of Gotham, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Mark my words.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Again, next week, Power Girls 17 and 21. My number 3 choice for Dick Grayson after Barbara and Tori.
Phil, you should just rank all of them. Like, who are all your thoughts? Oh, he never dated Power Girl, though.
But no, he never did. I think they make Alright, kids. So yes, read the Power Girl. Come back next week. Same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News. Good day.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are 2 of the many, many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
Or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
so just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week.
up, and away.